So you're about to take a quiz on this. It's going to be over reflections and translations like we've been doing the last couple days. Okay. So on the first one, we were reflecting over the x-axis. That's this one right here. So what I'm going to do is count how far each point is from there. So this point right here, how far is it from the x-axis? It's 2 units, right? Okay. Now since it's 2 units below, I'm going to go 2 units above, and that's that reflection. Okay, how far is this one below the x-axis? 3. So I'm going to go 3 above along that same line. And then how far is this one from the x? It's 5. And I'm going to go 5 above along that same line. And I'm going to have this right here. So that's a reflection across the x. Okay. Next, this one says across the y-axis. Across the y. So this one is the y. So what's going to happen with this point right here? It's going to stay there. It's on their line of reflection, so it just stays there. Okay, how far is this one from the line of reflection? It's 2, so I'm going to go 2 to the right since it's 2 to the left. And then how far is this one away? It's 5 to the left, so I'm going to go 5 to the right. And then I'm going to have this right here. Okay, now this next one, it says across the line y equals x. So if you remember, that's this line right here. Okay, and so the way we're going to do this reflection across the line y equals x is we're going to use a little rule I told you yesterday. So what you do is you switch the x and y value. You switch the x and y for each point. Okay? So make sure you write that down so you don't forget for your quiz. Switch the x and y. So like this point right here, what's the coordinates of this point right here?
4, -2.
Okay, that point is 4, -2. So if I apply this rule up here of switching the x and y, what's that going to turn into?
-2.
Okay, good. It just turns into -2, 4. See how I just took those and just flip-flopped them? So then that point is going to go to -2, 4 right here. Okay, what's the coordinates of this point right here?
2, -3.
It's 2, -3. So what's that going to turn into? -3, 2. So that's going to be right here. And then what are the coordinates of that point right there?
2, -5.
Okay, it's 2, -5. And so what's that going to turn into? -5, 2. And that's going to be right there. So like that. So if you took your paper and you folded it along this line right here, this line y equals x, those two would land on top of each other, they'd match up. Okay. So that's reflection stuff like we did yesterday. And next let's talk about translations like we did on Monday. So this says translate using this vector. So what is this vector -5, -6 going to do?
Left 5.
Okay, it's going to go left 5, down 6. Left 5, down 6. All right, so every point that's going to happen to it. So on this one, okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this point right here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, this point right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this point right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like that. So remember the first number right here tells you left, right. The second number right here tells you up, down. Okay. on this one, we're going from the point 10, 8, and we're moving to the point 5, 4. So what vector moves us from 10, 8 to 5, 4?
Negative 5, negative 4.
Okay, good. So how do you get from 10 to 5?
Subtract 5.
You subtract 5. How do you get from 8 to 4?
Subtract 4.
You subtract 4. Okay, so that's it. Very simple. So, like, let me just throw another one at you real quick. Let's say we're going from 5, 6 to 3, 8.
Negative 2, positive minus 2 plus 2.
Okay, it'd be negative 2, positive 2, because if you do 5 minus 2, that gets you to 3. And then if you do 6 plus 2, that gets you to 8. Okay, you can use this one up on your quiz and any notes that you got. Okay, so what we're doing today is just practicing what we've been doing, okay? All right, so on this side we're going to do translations. On the other side we're going to do reflections. So I'm just going to get you started here real quick. So on this one we're just going straight down 4 units. So down 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be there. That one will be there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be right there. Now, one thing I want you to add on here that it doesn't ask about is I want you to write what the vector would be, okay? So if it's just down 4 units, what would it be?
4, 0. 0.
It would be 0, negative 4, right? Because 4 units down, there's no left-right movement. It's just straight down 4 units. Okay? So what would, and these kind of get flipped a little bit, but 6 units up, 5 units left. What would that be?
6, 5.
Be careful because this one kind of switched. It says the up, then the left. But so it's negative 5 and then 6. Okay? So the next one says 5 units right, 3 units down. What would that be?
5, negative 3.
Would be 5, negative 3. Okay? So I want you to do the translation and also write the vector on there. Now on the back, let's talk about the reflections real quick. So on number 1, it says the line x equals 4. The line x equals 4 is this line right here. So you're going to flip that shape over that line. So how far is A away?
2.
It's 2, so I'm going to go 2 to that side. B is 5, it's going to go there. F is 3, C is 4, E is 2, and D is 5, so it's going to look like that, like that. Okay, on number 2, the line y equals x is this line right here. On number 3, the line y equals negative 1 is this line right here. Okay? All right, you can get grouped up. Go for it.